quick story time here, and it's important you hear this because it's going to make the entire video, all the exercises I'm going to show you, make sense. Now, I had knee pain for over 10 years. I've now been pain-free for over 6, and I've also used these exercises to recover from an ACL sprain. And from the thumbnail of the video, I'm not saying not to do the reverse sled pulls, the tibialis raises, the conventional exercises that you've probably already seen and tried online. But what I am saying is that the exercises I'm going to show you have provided better results, faster results, not only for myself, but for my clients as well. And I also have to mention, I am not a doctor. I am not a physical therapist. I'm just a trainer, and I've been doing this for over 6 years. Okay? So take everything that I say with a grain of salt. This is just from my personal experience and from the results I've gotten from my clients. And now you're probably wondering, what exercise are you talking about? And for that, we're going to need a Bosu ball. Yes, you heard me right. And Bosu ball haters, go ahead and start roasting me in the comments. I used to be one of those Bosu ball haters. Are they optimal for muscle growth? No, absolutely not. Are they great at improving stability, balance, and coordination? Absolutely. And there's been several studies showing the benefits of using a Bosu ball when it comes to knee rehab. And I also have to say, this video is not sponsored by Bosu ball, not affiliated with Bosu ball in any way as of making this video. And now, enough yapping, let's get into it.
Alright guys, first we're going to be doing a Bosu ball isometric squat. To get into the movement, step on one side of the Bosu ball while grabbing the opposite side, and then step onto the other, just like this, kind of like getting on a skateboard. And if you don't have amazing balance of an elite athlete like me, please hold on to something sturdy or do this close to a wall. Have the feet close to the edges of the Bosu ball, and now we're going to squat down at or slightly below, making a 90-degree bend at the knee. Have the shins and torso parallel to each other like this. Do not lean the torso over too much and push the hips back. You want the tension in the quads. And now do your best to keep the Bosu ball as flat as possible, and we're going to hold this position for 45 seconds to a minute. And when time's up, just like you got on the Bosu ball, grab the Bosu ball, go down with one leg, and step off. To progress these, you could do them weighted as a goblet squat like this. And you can even hold a dumbbell or kettlebell over the head to make it even harder to balance. The knee should be pretty warmed up after those squats, and now we'll be ready for the second exercise, a reverse step up. And we're starting off with the easiest variation in isometric. Place one foot in the center of the Bosu ball, and we're going to extend the opposite leg. And we're going to go down as low as you comfortably can, ideally getting the heel past the edge of the Bosu ball at the very least. Do your best to stay upright and not lean over too much and push the hips back. And once you can do those pretty much pain-free, you can go into the regular variation. Going down, tapping the heel on the ground, and coming back up. Making sure to keep the knee slightly bent at the top to better keep balance. And make sure you don't rush these, nice and slow, 2 to 3 seconds on that way down. The third exercise is going to be a lateral step down, very similar to the reverse step down, but now we're going to have one leg out to the side versus out in front. With one foot in the center, reach the opposite leg out as far as you can, and try to keep the extended leg from touching the Bosu ball. Again, go down as low as you comfortably can, and once you can get pretty good at these, you can progress into the regular step down, tapping the heel to the ground and coming back up. Again, nice and slow on that eccentric, 2 to 3 seconds, and also the faster you go, the harder it is going to be to keep balance. Exercise number 4 is a step up. Absolutely love this one. It really helps you improve knee pain when going up a set of stairs. Like the previous exercises, we're going to start with an isometric hold. Reach the hips back, lean the chest forward slightly, and then drop the hips. Go as low as you can and try to make a straight line with the torso and the leg like this. And to progress these, you can move on to the variation where you're actually doing the reps. Nice and slow on the way down. Keep the back foot as flat as you can to get a full range of motion, and avoid pushing off at the bottom. And to further improve balance of the knee stability, I like to raise the opposite knee up like this at the top of the concentric. Now, one super important approach to knee pain relief is strengthening the glutes and hamstrings, so you're not relying just on the quads and the front part of the knee when you're moving around. So this next exercise is going to help us target the glutes and hamstrings while also improving knee stability. And that is our single leg hip thrust using the Bosu ball. We're going to have one foot in the center and position yourself so that the knee is bent at or slightly below 90 degrees. With the arms by the side, press the foot down and reach the hips to the ceiling. And also think like you're slightly pulling the foot towards you. Get a pause at the top and always slow and controlled on that way down. And to progress this exercise, you can put the hands on the hips versus on the ground, a lot more difficult. And ideally, keep the entire foot flat on that Bosu ball. But if you can, it's too hard, you can just lift up those toes and use just the heel, which is a little bit easier. And of course, you can do these weighted, placing a dumbbell on the hips and having the elbows off the ground as well. These look easy, but if you do them right with the foot in the center and the entire foot flat on the Bosu ball, they are super challenging. Next up, a super fun one, a single leg RDL. Now this one is hard to balance, so please do this one where you can hold onto something sturdy in case you lose balance. And if you've never done this exercise before, I'd recommend practicing this one on the ground first to just get the movement down. One foot in the center of the Bosu ball, standing up straight, hands together like this. And now we're going to go down, point the tailbone behind you, reach that back foot back, and almost like you're reaching up towards the ceiling, while we're going to bring that torso down. Try to make a straight line with the torso and the leg like this. Try not to get too much knee bend, rather get a bend at the hip so you feel the stretch in the glutes and hamstrings. Do not rush these, always slow and controlled on that way down. Try to get a pause at the bottom if you can. If you go down too fast, you're likely going to lose balance and not be able to hit proper depth. And similar to the step up, at the top of that concentric, you could raise the opposite knee up, increasing that center of gravity and making it a little bit more difficult. Once you master them at body weight, you could do them weighted, and you can start off by doing these with just one dumbbell, so you can use the other one to grab onto something just in case. And on these, we're going to go down until the dumbbell is halfway down the shin like this, like a regular RDL, with the other arm close to the body. Now this next exercise is going to be pretty spicy, everyone's favorite, a Bulgarian split squat. For this exercise, we're going to want to go slow both on that way down and up. On that way down, super slow, 4 to 5 seconds, and we're not going to explode on that way up. Take about 2 seconds to perform that concentric, go up until you're almost fully extending the knee, and get a 1 to 2 second pause here where the center of gravity is the highest, and it's actually one of the hardest points of this exercise. And of course, you can progress these, why wouldn't you? You can either use a dumbbell or a kettlebell, either on the same arm to the working leg or the opposite side. And although I don't show it here, you can also do these with the Bosu ball right side up, so you're standing on the ball portion of the Bosu ball. And that doesn't just go for this exercise, you can also do many of the other ones I already showed you with the Bosu ball right side up. Now I really do hope these exercises help out anyone who's watching, and would really mean a lot if you guys gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to help this video reach more people. And I would also really love to hear your guys' thoughts on these exercises. And if you do end up trying any of these exercises and they help you, I would really love to hear about it in the comments. That's about it. See ya.
Tried. And from the thumbnail of the video,